Hey everybody, Steven here, and today is Amazon Prime Day. So this is July 11th. They always do a Prime Day deal where they slash prices on a lot of different things so you can really get a ton of cool stuff at a highly discounted price. So it's kind of like Black Friday during the summer. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cover some of the cool gaming stuff that is actually on sale right now that I've been seeing. One of the big ticket items is the Oculus Rift. Now, Oculus is selling this on their website and all that also, but you can get it on Amazon as well. I think that's a good deal. And the HTC Vive is actually at a discount right now, and they have $100 off that as well. Now, the Oculus is going to come with the Touch, and that's $400. The HTC Vive is usually $800. You're going to get it for $700 right now. So, not as good of a deal, but with the Oculus there, I know that they're having some problems. They just got through a lawsuit and all this other stuff. But a lot of people end up bashing VR that haven't tried VR. So at $400, I personally think it's a pretty sweet deal if you want to get into VR right now. I thoroughly enjoy it, so does my son, but we'll get more into that here in a second. So, I don't know how many I'm going to do. I'm just going to do a handful that I've seen. I've kind of been scouring through it, and I don't want to kind of short list a lot of things that people might be into. I'll make sure that the links are in the description box, and although it's just supposedly for this day, a lot of times some of these sales end up going for a couple days or maybe a couple weeks, so you might be able to actually catch these prices still at this discounted rate. So, without further ado, here we go.
All right, so the first deal I'm going to go with is the Oculus Rift plus the Oculus Touch, just because with the bundle, I mean, these things usually cost $600, as you can see, $598 right there. So you're saving $200 on this right now. And I personally have mine. I mean, I love mine. A lot of people, like I said, actually end up don't liking VR, they don't like the Oculus, or whatever it is. It definitely is for the enthusiast, so overall, if you're not really into gaming or you're not into the latest tech stuff, this might not be something that you're going to want. But at $400, in my opinion, it is a value, just because getting into that virtual reality space and playing around with a lot of these things, especially when you start getting into Google Earth or a handful of different games like Robo Recall, I mean, the value is there in my opinion, and it's only going to get better from here. Now, people are saying that the price is just going to continually drop, so they're waiting it out. That's fine. But in my opinion, it's a good time to hop in at $400 with this right here. So for the second deal, we're going to go with the HTC Vive. This is $100 off right now. Usually it's $800. Now with this, it does include the controllers. You get the 2 sensor boxes. I've had some people say that the headset weighs maybe just a little bit more, and it actually has 3 cords coming out of it instead of the 1 that you have with the Oculus Rift. I don't know if they've updated that at all. Obviously the controllers are going to be different, but if you are wanting to get into VR and you're wanting something else besides Oculus, maybe the fact that Facebook owns it irritates you, which I've seen people talk about, or the fact that they did go through that lawsuit, and they lost that lawsuit, by the way. So people are saying that the company's doomed. I don't think so personally, just because, I mean, Facebook's not going to let it go under. If they're using it as a flagship piece of technology, they're going to make sure that that doesn't happen as well, because they've already have Facebook Spaces where you can actually go in and you're like inside Facebook now and all of that. So, but this is another option if you want to go down that route. So for deal number 3, we have the Razer Naga Hex V2 MOBA gaming mouse. Now, I have a Razer gaming mouse. I can't remember the exact model with this one. But, I mean, they are a prime mouse. Obviously, it's wired, but with this, in my opinion, it just feels really, really smooth. I'm assuming this is going to be the same. This is normally $90, which is what my current mouse cost. And right now you can get it for $40. I mean, you can get it 50% off, right? 56% off. So this is a heck of a deal, in my opinion. They have the radial dial there, so you can basically map out those buttons. Now, mine doesn't have this, so this is really gamed more towards anybody that's doing a lot of technical gaming, whether that's your RTS or some of the FPSs that you might be playing, like Battlefield or anything like that. This would make a good mouse, in my opinion, for that. So 16,000 DPI, it's going to feel solid. It's not going to feel cheap. I mean, I've never had a mouse from Razer that has felt cheap. So I love their products. So I would say this is definitely a great deal at $40. I'm actually debating myself whether or not I want to just get an extra mouse so I can try this one out, just to have an extra one, because it's such a sweet deal. So that'll be deal number 3. For deal number 4, I'm going to go with the Corsair Gaming K70 RGB mechanical keyboard. So this is backlit. I actually paid $90 for my own keyboard. It's mechanical, best way to go if you're gaming. I have the Quickfire TK. It's a CM Storm by Cooler Master. I love this particular keyboard myself. It doesn't have the pad there down at the bottom like this one does, where it allows you to kind of rest your forearms on that, or your wrists on that. Obviously RGB lighting is in everything right now, so really, really cool. If you want it, if it's not your thing, I mean, might want to go with something else that's a little bit more plain, but very, very cool with this one. Mechanical is the way to go for sure. It's usually $160. I mean, $110. So you're saving $50 right off the bat with this one. Look at some of the other pictures here. It just looks like a smooth keyboard. The fact that you can change the lighting with it, because I'm stuck with red. Mine is just red. It can't change to anything else. You can highlight those keys there, which is really, really cool. So great deal. $50 off on this. And for any type of really good mechanical keyboard, you are going to be paying somewhere between $90 and maybe even a couple $100. I use Corsair products for a lot of different components in my computer, so this is definitely a great buy at $110. So that's deal number 4. Deal number 5, we're going to do the HyperX Cloud Pro Gaming Headset Silver. So this is usually $80. You're going to get $30 off, so it's $50. I actually am using right now the HyperX headset myself. I love the headphones, the HyperX. I used HyperX for my RAM, but I also like that they've gotten into the headsets here, and it is kind of the flagship headset that I have been using now for about a year and a half. This one does come with the line audio control in it as well, and I believe you can actually use this for other things. I think it's saying right there, so you could use this for your PS4, Xbox One, and PC with this, which is really, really cool. It's sharp looking, and these are comfortable. I mean, as far as that's always my concern. I don't like to wear ball caps, and I actually don't like to wear big headsets like the Beats or anything like that, because usually they actually squeeze too much on my head. It can give me a headache. I haven't had any problem with these. Comes with a carrying case there, those lines in. So definitely worth it for the $50 in my opinion. And it's the same thing. Yes, you could go with a cheaper headset, but it's going to probably feel cheap. It's going to be made mostly of plastic. And then how long is it actually going to last? So normally $80, you can get it right now, $30 off at $50. So that'll be deal number 5. So deal number 6, we're going to go with the LG 29x9 ultra-wide full HD IPS monitor. This is actually the monitor I almost went for. Now, when I went to buy my new monitor last fall, I almost got this. Actually was kind of up in the pack, but I didn't want to spend $300 for it, for it only being 1080p still, which it's technically a little bit, it displays in 1080p, but it's stretched, so it actually gives you higher resolution than that because it's the 21x9. But I really wanted to shoot for 1440p, so I ended up getting my BenQ 32-inch monitor. But I still, like, it was between the BenQ that I have and this monitor right here, and it's $200 right now. That is a steal. Like I said, when I was looking at it, it was actually $300. Right now, it's only $200. And for a 21x9 ultra wide, that is an amazing price. So it has 99 of your RGB scale right there. You can actually do the split screen, which is really, really cool if anybody else has seen it. So it's full HD. You don't have to worry about that. I want to check something out really quick with it, though. It does have the game mode on it. I love the split screen, especially for anybody that's navigating 2 different sets of information there that you can do. So it's a 2560 by 1080, so they just stretch that so that it doesn't look like it's a completely stretched out picture. It's still going to look like it's 1080p on screen, which is cool. Trying to see if they were giving the response time on it, and it is IPS, which is really, really good. So I'm not seeing that. I would assume it's not going to have something that's super laggy on it for this, but has a ton of great ratings on it, so definitely worth looking at. I want to say this was like a 4 or 5 millisecond response time. I don't think it's really any higher than that, but definitely check out this monitor. So at $200, that is one heck of a deal. And for our 7th and last deal, I'm going to go with the Corsair Crystal Series 570X RGB tempered glass premium ATX mid tower case. So my son has a PC that we built. It only has tempered glass on the one side. I like the look and the feel of the tempered glass cases. I almost went with this for a workstation that I'm helping a client build, but decided against it. This wasn't a full tower. I needed a full tower, but they do have a full tower tempered glass one, but he's really not interested in the look of it. He wants a workstation, so he's more interested in performance, and I figured it might just get on his nerves personally. But I love the look of these PCs. You can put in the RGB lighting, you can put in the fans with the RGB lighting, you can basically make it a huge box that glows, or whatever the color scheme is that you're going to get with that. Typically it's $180. Right now you can get it for $140. So it's $40 off right now. If you're looking at getting a new case, now is the time to buy one. I just had a buddy that got a Corsair tempered glass case and he loves it. I'm actually looking, I have the NZXT case right now, but every time I see these cases, I kind of get drawn in a little bit more to get a tempered glass one. Because, I mean, most people, if you're gaming and you're nerdy about your custom built PC, you really do want to see all the components and everything that's going on in there. You want to make it your own for that. So that is going to be the 7th deal, and I'm going to leave it right there. So all the links will be in the description box for all these products if you want to buy them. Definitely try to take advantage as quick as you can for some of these if you are interested in the deal. They're going to have some more deals. They're rolling them out throughout the day, and I don't want to just make a video like every single hour trying to update that because it takes too long to edit. But there will be other deals, so look for those. I'm not even getting into the video game stuff. I really just wanted to talk about the PC stuff as far as hardware goes, but they're going to have deals on games that are going on right now where you can get games that are cheaper and all of that as well. So that is the video covering some of the Prime deals that I think everybody should know about for Prime Day on July 11th. Keep in mind some of these might go a little bit longer, so you might be, even if you see this video beyond that, you might still be able to get some of these deals as well. So I hope it helps. If you guys find any good deals, by the way, comment on the comment section so I can see some of those as well, because I'm trying to upgrade some stuff with my rig right now. So I'm going through the process of collecting some of the stuff that I might want to buy right now as well. So thank you guys so much for watching, and good luck on Amazon Prime Day.